Psalm 143, verses 10 through 12. David says, "Teach me to do your will." So that came to me at a time of great need. And so, teach me to do thy will. The second part of that says, by thy good spirit, lead me on a level path. So that's become my request of God every day. Lead me on a level path. And it's only by your spirit. And spirit is capitalized in that because David understood that he had direct access to the Spirit. And those verses end by saying, for I am thy servant. So in the spring, I love it because the crappie are biting. And it's nice and you can be outside just about every day. And we grow a lot of things. And so anyway, again, we're outside. I like summertime because a different variety of fish begin to bite. And we can be out even more. And then the fall gets exciting because not so many people are fishing. And you can really begin to catch more fish. And then the wintertime is wonderful because some of the best species of fish are available. And so my son and I and others, we fish all winter long. So to be outside is to love every season here in Tennessee. I grew up in California, so we really only had one season, dry and wet. And so I've enjoyed living in Tennessee and having all four seasons. We started going about 20 years ago to British Columbia. And so different trips, different years, but just falling in love with the Northwest and especially that part of Canada. So for 40 years, I was a teacher, a coach, and a principal at every level of school, public and private, and I loved every one of the responsibilities. So from large public high schools to Christ Presbyterian Academy and several in between, I've had the experience as an educator in about every role that you can play as an educator. And it's been a real blessing. And I'd say the main lesson was not intensive Bible studies, but it was watching my mother and her wonderful, unbelievable, God-given, forgiving spirit of my father. He had some real struggles. They never divorced. They were separated many times. He finally became a believer. He just couldn't stand it any longer. But watching my mother and seeing her in real time, in real life, was the testimony that certainly had the greatest effect on me.